How's everybody doing? Everybody feeling hopeless?
Yeah!
Me too. You guys out there trying to fight Trump?
Yeah!
Yeah, you better be. Not really. That's what I was like. I've been trying to gear myself up for the end. I'm like, I'm ready to fight Trump. I'm ready to fight that motherfucker. Then I remembered that the only exercise I do is I sometimes take a dance class. I took one recently called Twerk Shop. Took another one called Ass Party. So when Trump and his men do come to take us all away, I won't really be able to fight, but I'll just be like, please don't take my friends. So anyway, dating, right? I've dated exactly one white guy in my life, and that was just a lot of me having to constantly tell myself, no, Theresa, he doesn't look like your brother. He doesn't look like your brother. That was stressful. Had to get right on out of there. Ended up getting involved with a dude who had a girlfriend I didn't know about. That was super tight. It's just so fun to find out that the person you're fucking does not give a shit about you at all. Like, he could remember that I told him a restaurant had a good buffalo cauliflower wrap, but every time he saw this gigantic frog tattoo on my arm, he was like, is that new? So dumb, but so hot, you guys. Hottest guy I've ever seen. But my cousin, she's like my best friend. She would try to make me feel better about it. I was feeling kind of down about it. She's like, you're just so sexy. You tempted him to cheat on his girlfriend for the first time ever. It's like, Ori's a piece of shit and he does this constantly. She's super into astrology too. She's like, he's a Gemini, you're a Sagittarius. He adds wind to your flames. He's like, Ori hasn't seen me on purpose since we fucked and he wants nothing to do with me. It's okay, I can handle it. I recently went out on a date with a guy who had feminist tattooed across his knuckles. And I went out on a second date with him. Well, the second date I found out he had a Game of Thrones tattoo and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I know. But I did recently also have sex with a guy who I didn't know very well, who audibly farted afterwards and did not acknowledge it, so the bar is so low right now. It's so low, you guys. Who wants to date me? Anyone? Isn't it so fun? Tell me this happens for you guys. You go on a date, right? And it's really fun. And the guy's really nice and smart, and it goes really well. So you go back to his place, right? Have a glass of wine, get to know each other a little better, and then that goes well. So you guys have sex, right? Sex is good, it's fun, it's dope, you're just like laying there in the afterglow, and he turns to you, and he says, you have kind of a masculine energy when you're fucking. That's me! I did continue having sex with that guy for like 6 months. His idea of dirty talk was asking me mid-sex if I would help him get over his ex-girlfriend. Yeah. So, oh, you like that? Yeah, I like that. Oh, the pussy's so good. How good is it? So good. I was hoping you could help me emotionally process my childhood trauma. Let my pussy be your therapist, you guys. Just kidding, he did get back with his ex-girlfriend, so it didn't work. Double just kidding, then I started dating a woman and I wondered why I ever fucked men at all. Do you know you get to come every time you have sex? It's dope. It's dope. Now, dating a woman, it is great, but it's also like, I don't know, it's almost like too much consideration. You know, it's like constant awareness of each other's feelings and needs. Like, no, I don't want you to hand me a cup of immunity booster tea because you know I'm sick, right as you're about to tell me you don't think you can do this anymore. I want to yell and throw things, but instead I'm respectfully placing your strap-on the table while I'm crying so you can get the fuck out of my house. Yeah, I'm bisexual. Thank you so much for all the applause. I did come out. Thank you. I came out to my mom last year when I was doing a show back in Philly, and she was looking so uncomfortable after the show. I was like, Mom, what's wrong? Are you okay? She was like, I just want to know, are you AC or DC? I was like, what the fuck does that mean? She was like, are you gay or not gay? I was like, you can't just make up a code phrase. You can't just make up a phrase and expect me to know what you're talking about. Like, also, AC/DC, Mom, are you gay? Bisexuals, yeah, I feel like we're really misunderstood. Nobody believes us. It's great. It is both a fantasy and a nightmare. Even my therapist last year, licensed professional, when I told her about the woman I was dating last year, she was like, well, if she's gay and you're not, I don't see how that works. She was right, so I just broke up with her. And just kidding, she ripped my heart out, but I did break up with my therapist. She's not woke. You know, it's just great about lesbians, like, you know what's great about lesbians is they're like, I'm scared you're gonna cheat on me with a man, and then they leave you for another woman. It's tight. So tight. I did break up with my therapist, though. She's not woke. She's not a woke person. And on our last session, she forgot it was our last day because she's old as fuck and she didn't remember anything about me. And she, later that night, at 11 p.m., she tried calling me twice and then texted me, and she was like, listen, we can make this work. I'll do sliding scale for you. I was like, damn, my ex-boyfriend didn't even try that hard to get me back. Guess I'm just a really good mind fuck. So cheesy, I love it. But I have a weird family, hence, you know, the therapy. My dad was 21 years older than my mom, and they met because he was a teacher at her high school. Yeah. Yes, she was a student. Yes, he was married with 5 kids. So my mom was a homewrecker, and my dad was technically a pedophile. I feel like that would have been a big deal in the 90s, like headlines, Dateline NBC episodes, but I feel like in the 70s, my dad just got a lot of high fives. See that hot senior? Yup, she's mine. It's okay, it's fine, I'm fine. But, I don't know, do we have any children to divorce in the house?
Well, yeah.
Not me. Not me. My parents, it's okay, my dad died though. No, but my parents didn't get divorced, but when I was a kid, a lot of friends' parents were getting divorced and they were upset about it. It just never seemed like that big of a deal to me. I was always just like, man, 2 houses, 2 Christmases, 2 bedrooms, sign me the fuck up. To the point where, like, if my parents got even a little bit of a fight, I'd be, like, encouraging her, like, Mom, you know, divorce is an option. It's like a reverse parent trap. I'd be like, do you see Dad left the toilet seat up again? Sounds like it's time to divide your lives. Got any 90s kids?
Yeah!
Hell yeah, I'm a 90s kid. I was born in 1989, but, you know, I grew up in the 90s. I feel like dudes in 90s movies would fall in love with girls for the dumbest reasons. It'd always be some shit like, she's hot, and she eats pizza? I've never met a girl like that in my life. Like, we got to a point where we just made women feel like such shit about their bodies that all they would eat is salad, that we got to the point where, like, made it seem like eating regular food was a defining personality trait. I want her to eat, like, 6 burgers, but, like, stay skinny. I want her to pound, like, a case of beer and 10 pizzas, but, like, you know, I still want to fuck her, you know? That's fine. I recently had to renew my car registration. It was the first time I had to do that in the state of California. In order to do that, you have to sign up with an account for the DMV's website, right? And they had the most, like, oddly specific security questions. There was one that was like, what city were you in to celebrate the year 2000? And there was this other one that was like, what sports team do you love to watch lose? And I was like, finally, security questions that appeal to my love to focus on the negative. And I kept thinking they were just gonna get, like, more specific and more negative, like, what's the name of that bitch you hated in the 7th grade? How old were you when your dad died? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you resent your mom? Instead of what year were you born, it's like, what year do you think your brother will finally move out of your mom's basement? I wish I knew. My brother, speaking of him, he did just now in the year of our Lord 2018 decide he's going to get really into 9/11 conspiracy theories. He's just arrived there. Nothing even like that crazy, just like 9/11 was an inside job. Like that's where he got to now. I talked to him on the phone like a couple weeks ago, and he's talking to me like 30 minutes, just like, yeah, you know, you see all the special effects of like the Avengers and buildings blowing up and stuff. Like the government had that way before the movies did. It's like, what? He also connected 9/11 to the Louis C.K. scandal in a single breath. Like, where are we? I'm lost. But you know, he is a straight white man on tough times. Gets me thinking, like, being a straight white man today must be hard. Seriously, guys, it must be tough. Just like even just hanging out with each other must be hard, you know. Like, what's it like being in a room full of people who all think it's their turn to talk all the time? There's more than 5 of you in a circle, it's a hate crime, okay? It's just the world that we live in. All right, I've been Theresa Bateman. Thank you so much. I am an Instagram thought. You can find me at badgalteriri.